Okay. All right. Welcome back to the Unauthorized Acts of Tomfoolery podcast. I am your host, Vaughn.
I am your co-host, Andrews.
And, well, unfortunately, our not host or not co-host couldn't show up today. His internet had a little bit of a dump. So. We will unfortunately have to do this one without him. So, all right. Anyway, we have two special guests here today. We have the first guest. His name is Bird. Bird, say hello.
Hello there.
And then for our next guest, we have Titanium Rocket.
Greetings.
All right. So, time to kick off this chaotic episode again. So, or no, we don't call it episodes. We call it acts. I completely forgot. See, now I'm having the stroke. Right when we get started recording, that's when it kicks in, and I'm...
Just look in the mirror. Just look if one side of your face is out of commission.
Well, I feel like
and you'll know you're having a stroke. That'll be the best indication.
I feel like my jaw is about to dislatch on like my right side of the face. So, yeah, I'm getting close. All right.
Just don't die on us.
Yeah.
Worst comes to worst, you can just edit out the part where you said episode.
Whatever. I'll just, it'll be good for comedic effect, I guess.
Everything's good for comedic effect.
Exactly.
True.
Okay. Anyway, for our topics for today, I'm just going to say the first one, computer parts. This one was quite interesting because just recently, actually this was regarding that I think our previous act, we talked about VR. I was blessed on Christmas Day. My parents have given me an Oculus Quest 2.
Congratulations. Welcome to the club.
I am currently loving it because the Quest 2 is pretty much everything that they say it is. Good. It's not all that bad. The only downside to me is its battery life, and that's really not that bad.
Well,
I mean,
it has to power 2 high-resolution displays. Think about that.
That is true, and also just relatively speaking,
And the Snapdragon chip.
I'm not disrupt. I'm not going to spend a week in VR. That's not my plan.
Nice voice crack.
Yes, thank you. Anyway, so for games, how I started out, my first game, I got Super Hot. That was my first game.
Good choice.
A very good choice.
Yeah, Super Hot is, man, that is fun. I mean, there's of course the story mode. I completed that. What's lucky for me is that my garage is a perfect play space for VR.
Here, dump me again.
Oh, I did?
Yeah. It's all my children.
Oof.
I'm broke now.
Oh, you're broke?
Yeah.
Took all the money.
Yeah.
Just took the kids.
I want to miss them.
Anyway, so oh man, the process of getting my VR headset to work with my computer was hell and back. I'm going to tell you the whole story from start to finish. So my biggest issue was the Facebook account. I absolutely despise that you need a Facebook account. That makes me so mad. And I went through for 5 hours straight trying to log into my Facebook account. I actually had to make a new one. I set up a whole new password. I had to do everything. You know what? I had to make a whole separate email for this whole thing. And then I finally got it working. And then then what happened was that I needed a cable. I needed like the Oculus Link or something equivalent to that. So I drove to Target like the next day and I got the Oculus Link. But then I came back and my computer doesn't have a USB-C port. So I had to order a USB-C adapter on Amazon. So a couple days later, that came in. But then it said that my specs couldn't meet the minimum requirement. So I had to go to Best Buy and get a new graphics card. I originally started with a NVIDIA GTX 1050, not Ti. I always have to specify that. I went from that to an AMD Radeon RX 580, which through research that I have done is the NVIDIA equivalent to a GTX 1650 Super. So quite a large boost. But then I didn't have the right power supply, so I had to go back to Best Buy and then get I think it was a 700 watt power supply. No, 600. Yeah, 600 watt power supply. And through a question that my friend asked me when I told him the story, he asked me if it was 80 plus. Well, actually, no, he asked me if it was 80 plus gold. I told him it was 80 plus, but I didn't know about gold. So it's 80 plus. But yeah, there you go.
So then you're good.
Yeah. Now I am like fully compatible for it. After I got super hot, I got Half-Life Alyx. Crazy fun. I didn't go through the whole thing. I only went up to chapter 4, so no spoilers. Still will play. Then after that, I got the game called Pavlov. Now,
Yes.
that game is really fun.
Indeed, it is.
I've seen you playing that game every single time on Steam. That like I open Steam.
Yeah, that game is way too much fun. The only problem is that there's no like official like casual game mode. It's always like it's kind of like it's like if TF2 didn't have casual mode or like it's like if it didn't have casual, you only had like the community servers to join.
It's like Gmod in VR with guns.
Yes, it's exactly yeah.
Oh yeah. Also, I'll talk about my Oculus Link experience. I bought a USB 3.1 to USB-C cable. Done.
Yeah.
Done?
That's what I'm jealous about. Is that for other people it was that easy, but then I spent like I don't know, probably $1,000. But
Oh,
big
sorry.
oof. It's fine. It's fine. It's working. It's working. It's working well. Oh, the biggest issue afterward is that after I got the whole thing set up, I had a little freak out because when I tried doing Steam VR, the display wouldn't pop up. And I was thinking, oh my gosh, here we go again. Like another problem. What did I do this time? And then I realized that when I installed my new graphics drivers, I didn't uninstall my old ones. So I had that problem, and I even like called my neighbor over, who was super cool at the whole situation, and then I was talking with my brother and my dad, and then my dad was just like, "What do you think it is?" And then I was like, "I have a theory. I'm gonna see if it works." And to my absolute satisfaction, that's stupid. To my satisfaction, it worked, and now I have working VR.
I'm very, very glad
Welcome.
that worked out for
The
you.
only concern that I have is that every time I load a new level with Half-Life Alyx, I hear my computer's fan speed up like a turbine, but only for like 5 seconds, and it freaks me out because I'm just like, it sounds like my computer's gonna explode. Like, oh, have you guys seen that one meme of like the guy who played like like the ray tracing Minecraft, and then this PC freaking blows up?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No.
It sounded just like that, but like not as intense.
Vaughn, here's the thing. You're playing Keep Talking and nobody explodes.
Oh yeah.
Oh, are you talking about the game?
Yes, that has a VR mode, I believe.
I would
Played
want
at
to
my
try
friend's
that.
house.
I would really want to try that. That game does look very fun. I've only seen it a couple times through a YouTuber named Worst Premade Ever. He's also a bucket of sick. Titanium and I play Sea of Thieves now.
And every time we're about to dunk barf on each other, we just say bucket of sick.
Yeah, I like pull out my banjo. That's like my main instrument in the game, and I just start playing It's like da,
Bosun Bill.
da, 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 bucket of sick, and then because apparently if you eat like raw food or like if you eat bait, your character will chunder. He'll puke, and then if you hold out your bucket, you'll get a bucket of sick. And
Or you can
Wait,
just
there's
drink.
actually a mechanic for puking in that game.
Yes.
yes, there's a vomit mechanic in that game. You can also
Is that
puke
game
by
fun?
Can you dump it on the
Oh.
other pirates?
wait, say that
Yes.
again, Andrews?
And then they'll barf.
That's awesome.
Is Sea of Thieves fun? I've been considering
man.
getting it.
It is fun. That game is very fun. I heavily recommend it. It's
Always been interested in the subject of pirates sailing the sea.
yeah. The concept of that is that it has like seamless server connection in terms of like switching over. Because you don't like blip out of the game and then load into a new one. You merge servers, I think. And it does it like completely seamlessly. Like you don't even, well, you do notice, of course, but it's such a like, it's a very, very smooth way. And the mechanics in the game are great. The only problem I have is with combat. Combat mechanics are a little sucky, but anyway. So did any of you need to have like any upgrades to your computer? Bird, I know you're like dying for one by now, but
My PC just won't stop dumping me. And,
Last year, I upgraded my CPU to a Ryzen 7 3800X.
you know what? I think the only upgrade I would need to do now, I don't need to do now, but I would probably like to if I could actually get a job now. But I would want to upgrade my CPU. Right now my CPU is a Ryzen 5 1400 quad core, which is good. It's like at like the recommended specs for VR and stuff like that. But it's not the best.
I want an RTX 30 line.
yeah, I think my
Either a 3070 or 3080.
my computer needs like an update or something. What we tried doing once was my computer crashes a lot. So we tried to take all the files, and I have a lot of files on this PC, and transporting onto a USB. And we took it into Best Buy to see if they could get it fixed. And they said they fixed it. They said they fixed it for free. And then spontaneously it just started crashing again.
Dang.
So yeah. And now if I try to transport the files, I don't think that'll work because there's like not enough room on the USB because I have a lot more files.
Now you know the term "nothing is free," except for things that are truly free.
So I think that's a pretty good way to segue into the future plans for the channel. If you guys want to talk about those.
Maybe I don't want to reveal too much. I do have big ideas though, but
Big plans. Basically,
there's one thing I don't know. Should I mention it, or I think I'm gonna save it really? But
basically, expect a lot of let me just say, expect a trailer at some point. Just a nice little channel trailer that you should really pay attention to, and it's really important.
yes, it's all about mystery. That's the one thing. Titanium doesn't know about this, so this is him getting firsthand information.
Are you referring to this channel?
Yes, on the podcast.
Huh.
There's one big thing, but I'm really I'm gonna try to hold back from revealing it. But we discussed through a lot of future like ideas to do with the podcast if it ever gets to a point where
we've got a lot of fans.
Where we kind of grow. And for one thing, like my biggest craziest idea was like getting our own spot on like a radio channel, which would be awesome first off, but it might be a little bit
nice.
It would be a little bit overboard at this point because we're so small of a channel. No offense to all of us if we ever get offended by that.
So small, so insignificant. Sorry.
Okay. So
there's nothing insignificant about these acts.
Of course not. Not at all.
Another thing would be kind of like let's see. I wrote down like a bunch of stuff. Another thing would just be like advertising. Frankly, I've been trying to think of ways to advertise. I've even been like going on Reddit to see if like is there like some kind of like self-promotion thing, but literally everything is just like no self-promotion anywhere. So it's really just like you really have to get this stuff out there.
Yeah.
And my biggest thing was telling my classmates at high school about it. But this is the biggest issue was that my main purpose as the host of this channel is to be mysterious. No one knows who I am. No one really knows what I look like.
I don't even know who he is.
Except for people
Me
who I
neither.
know, such as my classmates when I accidentally said, oh yeah, I'm the host of the show and I'm trying to be mysterious. But then I was just like, well, crap, I'm not so mysterious anymore.
Yeah, it's a very difficult balance, I think, that we sort of need to figure out as we go along with making this channel popular. Because
Yeah.
I do appear in the public game lobbies. I do play video games, so
Yes, I do too. Probably way
yeah.
more than I should. I should probably be doing my other main job, but you know. Um, the other thing would be like the main reason I want this to grow is because I think I might be wanting to work like for like if my main job doesn't work out or if it does work but it's like slowly growing, other jobs I chose would be something like this where we have like a radio show. Because I've heard that those are very, very, very successful nowadays, especially at this time. So it would all work out.
Yeah. I think radio shows are a very interesting thing.
Yeah, they all seem to work out, in my opinion. I've always, there's never been like one podcast on YouTube or on Twitch that I have never like not enjoyed.
That's cool.
I almost didn't include the not. I've never enjoyed any podcast on Twitch. That'd just be an insult. Me just flipping the bird. No.
Originally, we were starting out on YouTube. Our first 4 videos, I believe, are going to be hidden somewhere for you guys to find. But I think we may end up moving to Twitch and YouTube just to make sure that like we can get as wide of an audience as possible. And then
Yeah, we've been thinking of trying out other platforms. That's the big thing, and our biggest aim right now is Twitch.
Mm-hmm.
But wait, were we supposed to say that?
Yeah, I mean, what would this be on?
A good point. Right. Oh, actually, I noticed something kind of cool. Compared to the views on our video, our latest one has like over 150 views.
That's wonderful.
Yeah,
100
like
people have looked at it.
Like, let me hop on YouTube real fast. Of course, this is going to be audio. No one's really going to see this, but unauthorized acts of Tom. Here we go. Yeah, like Act 1 had 48 views.
Cool.
Act 2 had 29. Act 3 had 13. And then Act 4 had 154. That's a humongous gap.
I think the most hits one of my videos ever had was like 230. That was on a separate channel though. It was like a film project.
Oh man. My main channel, like Vaughn, not unauthorized acts. I had this one video that I uploaded years ago. I used to do note block stuff.
Oh yeah, and
I gotta. Yeah, I need to check how many views it has right now. I probably deleted it, but no, I didn't.
16K views, right?
20K.
Nice.
Wow, that's a lot.
20,000 views. That's my most viewed video.
That's pretty good.
And it came out 7 years ago. No wait.
I mean, most of the views from
7 years ago.
What was I on really on 2013? Oh no, this was 4 years ago. Wow, that's even better.
Most of the views on my
That's pretty good.
channel, most of the views on my channel, Welcome to the Film Club, is basically just me and the rest of my family. I don't even think that there are too many other people who know about it.
Yeah. So mainly for my main channel, Vaughn, what you're probably going to be seeing, yes, this is part of future plans for like us as well, along with the podcast. Um,
Mhm.
my main plan for this channel isn't necessarily gaming. It would be cinematography. I've been getting
Nice.
into camera work and like directing stuff,
Huh.
like filmmaking, because I used to do that all the time with my brother ever since I was like younger.
Yeah, me too.
So I would want to take
Ever
this
since
chance
you were
to.
Vaughn.
Yeah.
When Vaughn was Vaughn.
Yes, when I was Vaughn. Uh, when I was a lot littler, the one thing that littler, that sounded weird. The one thing that amazed me was that my dad gave me a camcorder. It was a really old camcorder, but like it was a camcorder that could record to like a quarter size DVDs. Like think of DVDs, but except they're like super small. That was like what it would record to instead of like an MP4 file that you could just transport onto your computer. It would be like laser focused to this disc. That, and to me that was the coolest thing. I mean, it still is really cool because you don't see that a lot. But
I mean,
yeah.
yeah.
I mean, my latest camera that I'm using right now, I've looked up the name. I think it was called like the Canon E05 Rebel SL1. That is my current camera. It's a little old, but it works.
Sorry, my computer crashed again. Yeah, I was gonna say that me and my brother were pretty passionate about filmmaking. My brother actually still wants to be a director, and I always tried to assist him with any project that comes along. We just tried to put our best effort into screenwriting and
You know, it's actually kind of funny.
cinematography. Yeah.
A lot of the cool cinematography stuff I see is actually in just the most unexpected categories of videos. There's this one guy that I watch. He is a great video editor. But his category of videos is well, not one you would expect. It's popular, but it's not one you'd expect at all.
What is it?
ASMR. Yeah, out of all the things, it would be ASMR. But like this guy is like video filmmaking and editing style is really good. Like I'm talking top tier stuff. But he's super underrated. Like I think he only has like 30K.
I never really asked you this before.
30K thousand.
30K.
30
Fun.
trillion.
Yo,
What's something that you would say you really like a lot about filmmaking? Just like what really grabs, your attention.
I guess it's the atmosphere that I get. That's really anything
Yeah.
with anything. Like listening to music. Like for me,
Mm-hmm.
I did this like before school because for one of our schedules, we had to get up really early. This was my idea. I would wake up at like 5:30 in the morning and then walk down to Noah's Bagels. But I had 21 Pilots blasting in my earphones. But it was this one specific song. It was Chlorine. And that was like the perfect vibe. Like the atmosphere of like the almost nighttime look where it was like dark. The only lights that you could see were street lights and the cars, and then like the nearby strip mall. I'm not gonna say where, but then just like going to like the bagel shop to get breakfast was like such a cool vibe. Sad part is I didn't know my brother wanted to go, so I came back and then he was ready to go, but I already had my coffee. But
Yeah,
well, we did it the next day, and there you go, redemption. See, I know what I'm doing.
I definitely could say, yeah, that just bringing to life the atmosphere that you've always wanted to just display. That's the best thing about filmmaking,
Yeah,
You can't really get that with any other occupation. It's
like
just
literally
not that easy.
well, Yeah, there are a bunch of jobs. There are a bunch of jobs that allow that will give you the ability to do that.
But I
Music,
mean,
for
like,
one thing, yes, and
yeah,
then filmmaking. I mean, that's pretty much like
that's
the
what I
next
love
best
about
thing.
music and filmmaking, though. You could just sort of create your own atmosphere. Like, you can change the lighting or just the setting if it's like a specific film you want.
Yeah, you can just turn the
And yeah,
saturation down and like, make it like a cool look, and you almost feel relaxed. And
I
then
mean, you
give
can
it,
really
yeah,
bring in your vision to life. I mean, that's something that's just really cool, I think. And with music, it's like you could just take people to another realm with the sound that you create,
yeah,
Mhm.
exactly.
which is what I love about music.
Yeah, because you're Bird, you're a bass player,
Oh yeah. Hmm.
and well, I'm a multi instrumentalist. I play a lot of different instruments, but my main one is guitar, and I'm trying to learn piano. Left hand is killing me for one thing. Can never ever do left hand.
I've been giving a practice on left hand. Sometimes I would just play a simple riff on the left, and then just on the right, I would solo into that. Say like I just stay in the key of C
Oh, all
and
right.
like
Well, there
just
you
change for
go.
a little bit. Yeah,
Hmm.
yeah. Another instrument I play is the guitar. That's actually the first instrument I learned before bass, and I just figured out the bass by myself.
Oh yeah, like going from guitar to bass is the easiest transition.
It does. It makes it easier. The only difference between bass is that the frets are just wider and it's more of a
And
stretch.
and you're missing two strings. That's it.
Yeah. Lucky for me
Well,
though, I'm double
yeah.
And it's an
jointed.
octave lower, right?
Yeah,
It is
deeper.
I think it's no wait. Is it one octave lower or two? It might be two. No. Yeah, it's one. It is one. Yeah, one octave deeper. That is a bass guitar. You're in a band called
Hmm.
Aurora. You
Hmm.
actually work with
The
Comet.
purple comet.
Yeah. You and Purple Comet, you're a duo. Are you planning to have like one more person join you, or are you gonna try to pull this off just you two?
I hope that we get someone else to join. I can't do like drumming or anything, and I'm
Yeah,
not
that's
sure really what Purple Comet wants to do. Like if he wants automated drums or something, that's not something I really want.
well,
I
there's a
mean,
really big issue with that is that if you're gonna do automated drums, you have to know how to like process drums. Processing drums is like the most tedious thing in music
yeah,
making.
I think it'd be a best idea to get an actual drummer. I mean, unfortunately, our drummer left us, but
Yeah, he had a little bit of a he had a
big,
situation.
yeah, he had a really tough situation that he couldn't really get out of. Sad.
So, anyway, so I guess this is a good chance for us to segue into our final topic, which
A lot more lighthearted.
a lot more
Yummy.
lighthearted
Yummy.
and yummy.
The
It's
perfect
about
substance that satisfies that quench.
And what
it's
is our
about burgers.
was our third topic for today?
burgers.
Burgers.
Yeah,
Cheese
we
boy.
got the the beef
I actually,
within it, like in between.
The
Just some
lettuce,
things.
bro. But what
the
about that
perfect
lettuce? The
manufactured
tomato.
substance
mustard.
that was just created for that satisfaction, that taste, and just
Wait, you're talking about the
perfect.
spread, like the spread that
There
goes
is
on a burger.
power in a burger.
Just the power of the burger, just the power of the meal.
I'd like to start this off
When it touches your mouth,
with
your insides just start to melt. Or, I don't know,
Okay,
that's not a good metaphor, but
okay. I'm gonna stop you there before you go too far.
could I start this off with something
You know what
that's
I
Yes. Yeah. Please start.
that actually it's not a burger. It
It's
seems
a
like
sandwich.
a lot of talk has been about the burger flavored pizza that has been invented.
Oh,
pizza and burgers are not the same.
that's
Well,
that.
it
That
tastes
seems weird.
exactly like a burger. I tried it. It's
Okay.
very
Wait, what?
very good.
Where is this from? Where's this from?
well,
What do? They just have many burgers on the pizza?
are we allowed to say like where it's from? I mean,
Well, I guess like there are so
That'd
many.
be a promotion to the company. I don't know.
If it's like a place like Papa John's, I mean that's very very common.
is it like free promotion? I don't know.
Sure, it should be fine. Just
I honestly don't remember where it's from.
If
So
it's-
we may need to call upon the wonderful, incredible power of Future Vaughn.
Oh, so that time again. All right.
It is that time again.
All right.
Predict the future, Vaughn.
Ask him the question.
Oh, Future Vaughn, please tell us, where can we get an entire burger
flavored
pizza?
All right, future Vaughn here. Yeah, I found it. It's, man, I'm really surprised on where this came from. Yeah, it turns out, Domino's Pizza sells cheeseburger pizza. What the actual?
Oh, okay, that makes a lot more sense. Thanks, Future Vaughn.
Yeah.
Anyways, moving on to
situation's
actual
funny.
burgers.
Okay,
Opinions.
so for my family, we have a lot of opinions on burger joints like to go to. There's this one place downtown called The Habit, and that place has great burgers. Like, they are the best. Like the bacon barbecue char burger, they call them char burgers. Like, yowza, that stuff is good. They also have good milkshakes. Their milkshakes are really good.
Oh yeah.
The one thing that my brother and I will always judge on for like burger joints is their fries. If their fries are like total crap, but their burgers are good, we're gonna give them like an eh, like they're okay. Like for me, a lot of my family doesn't like In-N-Out for their fries because their fries are so small and kind of like diced. I personally don't mind that. I always look for the taste more. I'm becoming a food critic every second of this freaking episode.
I enjoyed my stay. I have to admit,
yeah.
I've never really been a huge fan of there's the really thick fries, you know, they have the...
Oh, are you talking about wedge fries or like steak fries? Steak
yeah,
fries?
well, I think wedge fries, I don't know, they're kind of moon shaped, you know?
Oh, those are wedge. Those are wedge fries.
Yeah.
Those are okay.
Basically, it's like, I just feel like they cook part of the potato and then just fill the rest with air. I mean, I don't know how that'd be possible.
Oh,
but
they're probably like super puffy or something.
yeah, like just overly puffy, I would say.
Fries that are too big, they sort of lose their flavor, I'd say.
Mhm.
Well, there is this one place that has humongous fries, and they are super flavorful. It's Nations Pies. It's a Nations. Throat, please work with me. Nations Giant Hamburgers and Pies.
Nation's Fries, Hamburgers, and Pies, I think.
Okay.
Is that?
No.
And then
Nations Giant Hamburgers and Fries. Yeah.
Point is, they got some giant food.
They got some. Oh man, their burgers are great. The only issue is that they fall apart a little easily. Like, they're not as like compact. They're kind of just like someone just like carefully stacked it upon each other. They didn't really give it like the press. I don't think
The press is essential. I always press my burgers.
You always press your, well, you got to grip it with like, well, if you're talking Nations, you got to grip their burgers hard because like that lettuce will come flying out like a frisbee if you bite super hard.
Yeah, one thing I'm not necessarily a fan of is when a burger, you're trying to hold it and then it sort of spreads out sort of like a fan.
Yes.
And the stuff is the
Absolutely.
sauce or whatever is on it just kind of is, it's hard to bite into.
And you just take a bite, squeeze the burger, all the
It all
all
comes
the
out the
ingredients
back.
fall out. Yeah,
It all comes out the back.
it's
Yeah.
everywhere.
Yeah, that's the biggest issue like with Nations is that I think they put too much lettuce. Because if you look at like the standard cheeseburger, it's quite a lot of lettuce.
It is a lot of lettuce.
I mean, their burgers are great, don't get me wrong.
I just remembered something that I wanted to ask you guys.
What's up?
Avocado on burgers, does it belong? Personally, it's one of my favorite things to have on it, but what do you guys think?
Avocados on burgers?
Never had any.
I've never had any.
I mean, that's
avocados
technically
on
like
burger.
guacamole. So I've had that before, definitely. I've had an avocado spread on burgers.
Guacamole
is
on
so
burgers.
If you're gonna specify where, if you're gonna say like from like, they're okay.
It depends on the avocado, personally. That's my opinion.
I like the Ale House.
Yeah, they're
Ale House is good.
what?
Wait.
We're giving
What?
free
Some
Some of their
advertising.
burgers are overly huge.
Wait, hold on. I gotta check if there's other. Shoot! Shoot!
What?
Shoot!
Huh?
It's the
What?
only
That's what I was
one.
worried about.
We can cut that out. We can
Yeah,
cut that
no,
out.
I'll just
Yeah.
I'll just bleep it. I'll just bleep it. That'll be way more funny.
You know what would be really funny
I like
is
this.
if you have future Vaughn come in and just like start talking about something else.
Yeah, so
Hello,
like,
everyone.
chicken
Okay,
See,
nuggets
what
are
happened
pretty
in
good.
the past is actually not.
Let's change the topic. Curly fries are objectively the best fries.
Yes,
Oh, that is a.
that. I mean, that's a.
What
that's
about waffle fries?
those?
Waffle fries.
I feel like I'm gonna end a friendship by saying that they're okay.
They're-
Okay.
I think they're okay.
I'm not entirely sure if I've ever had waffle fries.
I think they're okay, but waffle fries will always be better.
That was the most monstrous voice crack I've ever had tonight.
I mean, think about it this way:
Okay.
the shape of the waffle fry holds in the whatever seasoning you put on it. So if it's a seasoned waffle fry, that's fundamentally, just in every sense of the word, the best
Well,
type of fry.
Yeah, like for me, it really just depends on where the fries come from.
Yeah.
I had Chick-fil-A recently. Their fries were okay in my opinion.
Yeah, Chick-fil-A's waffle fries, they're a very big like.
They're fries.
Okay. They're decent. They're very decent. Like they're
fries.
Yeah, like they're not like potato chips, but no, well, not to diss on potato chips. I mean, like fries that are at the point of potato chips either being too crunchy, too thin, or too oversaturated with grease. I guess that is the purpose of fries, but you know, Habit has good fries. The one place in my town, I'm not going to specify the name because I just did, and that probably could spoil a lot of things. They have pretty good fries. Their fries are beer batter dipped.
That sounds really good.
Yeah.
Maybe it's just because I'm hungry, but like I could eat so many of those.
I'm just gonna spell out the name to you in ASL like through the screen just so that you'll like process it in your brain. You can hear my hand movements, you know, like Lixian.
Just
Yeah, like here, okay.
that's great. That's subliminal messaging, I guess.
Okay, there you go. I just signed you the name. All right. All right. Anyway, so another place. Oh man, there's this one place in like. We waited like 3 hours for our food. I
3
said
hours.
The name. You wait. Never mind. Cut the whole thing out. Crap.
Just chop it out.
Yeah.
Damn.
There you go. All right. So.
All
I'm blanking
Oh.
out.
Here's something.
Uh,
So you said you liked the curly fries. Do you have a fry that you hate? Like what's a fry that you don't like? I believe
those little
those
bits at
giant
the
wedge
bottom
fries.
Of those little bits of fries at the bottom of the container.
I mean, those are well. Well, let's see. There are these. I really have to think on all the fries that I've tried. Specifically, the fries from my local bowling alley are great. First off,
Yes.
the bowling alley curly fries, those are like the bomb. So, not gonna say I hate those.
no,
Let me think. I guess my least favorite kind of fry would probably be the beer batter fries at my local, the local restaurant. I don't think I don't hate them, but I don't think I favor them as much
The beer battered fries.
because they're
I feel
not,
like
they're not like the golden like fast food type of fries. They're like breaded fries.
aren't they
Well,
like kind of brownish?
They're
fries?
kind. Oh, you know what? There is, yeah. All right. You know what? That does remind me. There is a type of fry that I generally don't like. Sweet potato fries. I don't think
Sweet potato fries.
I can't stand the taste. It tastes so strange.
I've never been a fan of sweet potatoes. It's just something about it makes me feel like just mildly infuriated.
Mildly uncomfortable.
It's just not nice.
Now
I don't know.
okay, this one I don't dislike, but I kind of think like I do want to like this. It's at Habit. There is this one type of fry that isn't really a fry. It's actually a green bean, dipped in deep fried in batter. Like it's a breaded green bean. I know that sounds really strange, but it's tasty. Like that stuff is good. Like I'm heavily impressed with like that recipe. I don't even know if that's really even like a local thing. Andrew, should we call upon future Vaughn yet again to answer our mildly stupid question? Wait, is he here?
Crickets.
Oh, there he is.
What's that? Oh, sorry.
I was suggesting that we call out to future Vaughn yet again for this.
Yes.
For this
Oh,
question.
great future Vaughn. Next?
How common is it for green beans to be dipped in batter and deep fried and served as like a type of fries? Because all I know is that you're all good. All that I know is that it was only served at like one place that's near me.
Huh. I don't really know about that one, but you know what? Future Vaughn does. So let's just call upon
Ask
him.
the man.
Well, I already asked him, so.
Oh, well.
Generally, I only see him at Popeyes, and that's it. Thank you, future Vaughn.
Maybe just talk now.
Thank you for the answer.
Titanium isn't even like talking. I don't know what he's doing, but he's just being real quiet. I don't know.
Sorry.
I don't know.
I didn't know what to say. All I heard was about green bean fries. I'm like, what the hell?
Are you having a stroke, Titanium Rocket?
Yes, I am. I can't feel the left side of my face.
Oh,
before we started,
it's
before we
happening.
started the stream.
I think
before we started the episode,
my throat's getting dry and my jaw is starting to sting. That's
just cut that entire part that I just said out. Honestly,
what? I didn't even hear what you said. I'm gonna hear that over the.
I didn't hear anything either.
Future Vaughn's gonna have a little bit of reaction.
Oh well, I just said
what?
I said the forbidden word known as episode.
Oh,
what? You just said it again. Congratulations.
You got to stop saying episode.
Don't bleep it out. It'll sound like I said
Congratulations, you just said it too.
Oh, episode.
Said it again.
Episode.
Stop pointing it out.
It's an act.
Anyway, what's the most unusual burger joint that you've ever been to?
What?
Oh my god.
Nothing.
Well, what? Want to run it by again?
Cut that part out, please. Okay. Okay, let me ask that question again. Is there... I'm cracking up. I can't ask it. I can't ask. Okay. Is there any, like, unusual burger joint that you've been to? Like, the strangest one?
Oh.
I don't know.
I've got one. All right. There is such an unusual burger joint near my house. It's like a 5-minute drive.
Uh-huh.
Okay, so here's the thing. They sell these burgers that are like rolled, and they don't even have like beef in them. Usually, it's like
a burrito.
Beans.
Are you sure you went to like a Mexican joint?
Have you ever been to?
No, it's a burger. It's a burger. It's a really weird burger place.
Text me like the name of the place.
Okay.
Have you ever been to like a burger joint?
Here, actually, you can read that out loud.
Cover or something.
Wait, what? Say that again.
Have you ever like been to a burger joint where it just turns out to be like some cocaine dealing cover? I don't know.
I DM'd
Are you kidding me?
What?
Taco Bell. Taco Bell.
It's such a weird burger place, dude.
Yeah, can I Can I say something?
Yeah,
Yeah.
To talk about the no beef burgers got me thinking about those like Impossible burgers, you know?
Oh yeah, that's right. I've heard about
Ooh,
those.
yeah, that's a good. We should start some controversy here.
Oh my gosh.
I think those are probably pretty good. I've never had
I've
one.
not tried them yet.
Yeah.
I want to try one though to see.
The
I mean,
Impossible Burger.
taste
Oh
like-
wait, I have.
For me,
I have tried it. It's good. It's really good.
Ooh.
Are you just saying that?
No, wait. Actually, now that I think about it, I'm pretty sure I have. But like I didn't realize that I did until the end.
Okay. Well,
The
for
Impossible
one thing,
I promise. I promise. I
me,
actually have.
like the thing with like Impossible Burgers, like it's basically plants, right? It's plants.
Correct.
Okay.
Yeah.
If that's the case, I've had something like that, and I've actually had that all the time. My parents always get these sausage patties from this company called Morningstar, and their whole thing is they make their sausage patties out of non-meat products. It's all plants, and it's been like my favorite snack for the past 10 years.
Well, that's good for you.
That sounds really good.
Oh yeah, they're
An
tasty.
alternative to meat.
Of course, I coat them in salt because my salt levels are on an unscaled
Welcome
level.
to the club.
I don't think I can even tell you how much salt I consume in one day, and I'm still able to walk.
Literally, what I do
Probably
when I
pretty
make
dangerous.
buttered pasta, what I do, I salt the water to give it some flavor. Then I salt every layer of pasta I put into my bowl, and then I salt that again before I eat it.
Yeah,
And then I eat it, and it's still not salty enough, and I'll add more.
How
Yeah,
do
I
you
just put salt in
stand
my
that?
mouth.
you're a walking heart attack. First off,
You're probably like 20% salt at this point.
Probably.
yeah.
Like
the fact
people
that
are
happens to the
70% water. 20% of that is
oh,
salt water.
I was just about to say that. I was
What?
just about
This
to make
dude's
that
got the
joke.
ocean within.
He's
the,
a salt water.
the bodily
Saltwater
water
man.
inside his human body is not water. It is salt water.
Correct.
I just
He
said that.
is the ocean. But wait, if that's the fact, you dressed up as Finn, so you should be scared of your own body if you got salt
Be
water.
quiet. Bruh. I did dress up as Finn for Halloween.
Ugh. Man, this is getting way out of hand.
Yeah.
We've been recording for almost 50 minutes. My gosh.
Ooh,
Wow.
we've got some good content.
We've
We
got
may,
some really good content. It's going to get cut a
so-
little bit, but you know.
You got future.
Yeah,
Vaughn.
we'll have to cut a bit out. Maybe like
Yeah,
I don't know,
like
10 minutes worth,
No, like 30 seconds worth. Like we've
30 seconds worth.
uh,
But it could be 10 minutes. I don't know.
well, you never know.
Up to you. If you think things go a little too far out, we can just switch to right now. How about?
What? Right now? What do you mean like
Yeah,
right now?
right at this very second. So, yeah.
I'm so confused.
Maybe cut that part out too.
Nah, I'm keeping that in. No way.
But yeah, it's been a long episode. I believe we're all very
We're all very tired.
I
Oh,
need
very
a
tired.
glass of water. My throat is killing me right now. I've been talking for hours. Thank you all for listening to our ridiculous podcast. We hope you have a good day. And
It's been really nice being on here.
well, yeah, hopefully you can tolerate us the next time if you ever choose to do so.
Of
So
course. Thanks for
And,
inviting me on.
hopefully you'll be seeing that trailer at some point
yeah, and have
after
that-
this episode.
You know what? Maybe
All
just like a quick thing to add. We need a schedule, like a stone locked schedule. Like we need a like a pattern to follow by. We are so unstable with how we like plan our episodes. It's crazy.
Indeed.
Okay, anyway, with all that said, weren't we just doing an outro?
Well, yeah, we'll
Okay.
figure it out.
Okay.
See you guys next
Future
time.
Vaughn want to end the episode?
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
Anyway, thanks guys for listening. This has been your host, Vaughn.
This has been your co-host, Andrews.
This has been your special guest, Bird.
And this has also been your special guest, Titanium.
And now a final question for Future Vaughn. Oh, Future Vaughn, will this episode end?
Yes.
And then the video ends.
All right.